Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of our Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire playthrough. So, when we left off, we crash landed on Villario's Rest, we'd recovered our surviving crew, and we were on our way to find, basically, a town or somewhere to go. But we're gonna go investigate this little campsite first. Oh, we found hardtack. Illonet's Fork? Okay. In the distance, you see a simple wagon. The angle at which it rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests that it has been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage, you can make out kith milling around it. Let's sneak closer to observe. As you near the cart, you make out a group of Raidsaran pilgrims, rough spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps at the ground impatiently as two of the pilgrims argue over the front wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. Approach openly. One of the pilgrims notices you. Her step back draws the attention of the others. A man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look to you with a mix of apprehension and hope. Dreams? We are farmers, come from Raidsaran to work the colony fields here. We're believers, all to the one, in the light of Aothas. The other pilgrims nod fervently in agreement. A woman with a smiling baby lifts the infant's hand to wave. We've been having dreams. 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm cloud. Figured it must be him, Aothas, calling to us. So we came here, to the place we saw in our dreams. Pilgrims look around, matching their sleeping memory to the present. We saw the giant pass with 3 stars on his brow, but... He sighs and gestures to the wagon stuck in the mud. Sad to say, we could not follow him. Wheels stuck as stuck gets. None of us are strong enough to lift that corner up to get something under it. More than one of us tries and we just get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. Inspect the wagon. Let me have a look. Brief inspection reveals that the wagon is undamaged, but the wheel is stuck fast in the mud. We have some wood, the old man says as he gestures to the back of the wagon. If we can get the wheel up, we can slide that neath it. Inside the wagon you see several planks of wood. A small box of valuables sit to the side. One of the younger Dawnsstars looks at you, eyes wide. Reckon you can lift it? I think we can do that. Attempt to lift the corner of the wagon. Oh, it should be Adair. He's stronger. Yep, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Adair squares themselves to the wagon's corner, squats deep, and rests the wheel up from the mud with a grunt. Young Dawnstar stands in shock for a moment, reacting just in time to thrust a thick board beneath the wheel. It takes the better part of an hour to lay down a safe path for the wagon to roll free of the mud. The laboring Dawnstars glisten with sweat, but laugh happily as they sing songs of praise for Aothas. 2 hours have passed. Oh, okay. Smiling, their leader presses a small pouch of coins into your hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stranded out here. You begin to prepare their wagons as you take your leave. In silver fenning. Okay. The old man calls out to you as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Aothas or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. I don't think it's as positive or benign as they seem to be making it out to be. Something over here. Fresh fruit. Okay, those are woods, and over here, Port Port something. The port. What we need. Port Harbor. Mid-spring. I don't know what month it was.
Better see what that crowd's about.
Oh
what
boy.
If the giant comes this
A
way?
crowd.
Please, everyone stay calm.
The man at the center of the attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Amawa woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
The Amawa woman folds her arms.
Yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves?
If everyone would...
As Claudio's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see what has caught the governor's attention.
It's one of the pirates.
At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathering throng. My ship ran aground just south of here. I need help.
2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with bland curiosity.
Quite.
I just need some repairs, and I'll be on my way.
Per complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Grade. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
I see. Seems an interesting town.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Captain Dharma.
I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Master.
Auto worker, dock workers, commoners, Paparu worker. Who is Henrik?
Here you find civilization, amigo. But outside these walls, the jungle will eat you alive. That is, unless you prepare yourself, ne?
Show me what you have for sale.
A wise and prudent decision.
So he's a merchant, I see. Oh no, I didn't want to build that. Let's just sell that for now. Yeah, weapon-wise. Scepters, sabers. All the stuff. Essence interrupter. That's a lot of money. Nothing particularly good there. They do have a brigandine, I suppose, but... Seeker's belt. Plus 10% healing done, plus alchemy. Swordsman increases 10% of incoming hits converted to grazes from melee weapons. That's cool. Not that we have enough money for this. I don't think we really have the money to be just spending on stuff. Do we have a map here? Okay. So that's the market, so we'll find some traders there. Trading post. Jail. The governor's estate. Zoti, I don't know what that is. The Kraken's Eye, I'm guessing that's an inn. Grinko's home. Let's go around to the governor's estate, clearly. We'll see what was up with him. Colonel Clario.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port Marche.
He spreads his hand in a subdued flourish.
Quite the event, receiving one of the godlike in our little town. Perhaps it will take the people's minds off recent events. Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge.
He spreads his hands in an apologetic gesture. Strange events.
A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marche claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm.
Clario winces.
I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories.
That wasn't just a giant, that was Aethys. The governor mouths a voiceless "ah" of understanding and studies you for a moment.
You'll find good company among the Dawnstars here in town. They have all manner of theories concerning the behemoth.
He rifles casually through a few papers.
Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn.
What could I do for you? I just got here.
Indeed. Which means I can spare you, whereas I cannot spare the guards.
Ah, I see. We're expendable.
I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade?
I'm a watcher. I've dealt with Adra before.
Are you indeed? How very interesting.
For a moment, Clario appears entirely distracted from his point, regarding you with an uncomfortably intense degree of interest.
Do you know, they'd have a great deal of interest in speaking with you at headquarters. Something to consider.
He finally breaks from his musings and flaps a hand to dismiss the subject.
Well, luminous Adra is to Adra what a fine wine is to, well, never mind that. The point is that it is a particularly potent material, suffused with essence, and it is only found right here in the Deadfire archipelago. It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing.
Wait, you mean you're trading in souls?
That's a colorful way of putting it. Energy, really, is more apt. It's not quite a matter of digging up the spirit of your old grandmother.
Clario lets out a short, breathy laugh, shaking his head slightly.
We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture, up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, a storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site. What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If Odorisi, if his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk, which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way.
I can do that.
Gilad, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here. One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Well, okay then.
No
Got
problem.
ourselves a little quest. Why did only I get experience for that? And Dare didn't level up. Let's just go to 5 on that just to really throw it all the way. And then maybe insight. Sure. Or 3 paladin ores, each exclusive to each other. Focus grants extra, charge grants stride, endurance grants armor rating. I think that's what we want to do. Oh, choose 2 abilities. So that, and what are all these? Bonus defense against resolve, might, and dexterity afflictions. Building 2 weapon style. Need an armor rating bonus against the damage type for shorts. Shield's deflection bonuses are increased and grants a bonus to the character's ref. I like that. Weapon and shield style. That's definitely what we want. And that's 2 weapon, that's 2-handed, that's 1-handed. That's weapon and shield. So we'll go with those.
Got it.
Back out into the harbor.
Yeah.
Is Ateria.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, sir. We are still recovering from the storm. We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps?
Let me see what you have.
Have a look.
Repair supplies, medical supplies. So these are things: cannon shot, water, hardtack. Okay, so these are all things for like kind of ship going. Death small. What's moment? Grants death runes. Being near a killed enemy grants temporary damage reduction. Interesting. With minor deflection. Cool. Should we need some repair supplies? We'll get like 5 of them. We already have some medical supplies, I think. We got 15 hardtack there. 13 fresh fruit. I could have sworn we got some medical supplies. We have grog, which the crew will love, I'm sure. Maybe we'll get some medical supplies too. I don't know how many. We'll also get some cannon shot, because it's good to have those. And we've got food and provisions. So re-signing just assigns them to level 1. New skills and abilities through level 3. But it can't change whether, he's a rogue or a paladin or whatever else.
We have
How much
supplies
would
here
that
for the
cost?
paying cust. Have a look.
Only 375. You know what? We'll keep that in mind. In case I want to change up the way that I'm playing.
Fresh fish!
Fresh fish
Race
down
you
there.
to the coral.
No contest.
Sailor,
What?
sailor.
Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim?
You are a strange man.
That does seem like no contest. Craftswoman down there, the Kraken's Eye. Must be a
No
tavern over
word
here.
from the Animancers? Not a thing.
Baru worker. For 4 of the Kraken's Eye. So we're at the harbor now. Go up to Orechi Street and in theory up to that place, except that it's locked. And we can always just supply. So that's what the supplier is. We might be able to sail in here at the harbor and supply. Leave town by sea or by foot. That's really cool.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship.
The wagon
Why does
holds
an islander
only a
get
few
paid the same
boxes.
as I?
They're
Scattered
bigger than you,
garments.
and they haul cargo without whining about it.
It's not right.
Winglith, Doti, Dawnstar, Dawnstar.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, wiping the hot wax from his skin.
Se futito, Madicchio, I did not sign up to be burned.
What do you think you're doing?
Idling, that's what. Making ourselves feel all requited.
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, darker-skinned woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin jutted up.
We just missed one of the biggest rape-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawnstar, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins.
Here, I'll light them all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lip, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms swirling, hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength until she thrusts it hard out towards the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. Glob of wax from your shoulder.
Now that we're right with our God, can we please see about helping the people I dreamed died? Those souls ain't gonna reap themselves.
Her words catch in her throat as she turns, spotting you for the first time.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
I'm looking for a Nadra statue, yay high, inhabited by Aerthus.
I knew it!
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand.
Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Jyoti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Winglith, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be.
An aspect of Aerthus associated with death and harvest. Okay.
We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my God. Watcher, will you take me with you?
I just noticed that is a huge dog. Like, look at it compared to the size of the people. That dog is massive. Fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
She beams brightly.
You won't regret this.
She steals a shy glance at Adair.
Hey.
Adair half nods without looking in Zodi's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close beside you.
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
The older priestess sighs, shaking her head.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Zodi waves her brethren a curt parting. So she can be a priest, or a monk, or a contemplative. Subclass Sister of the Reaping Moon, or subclass Harvester of Guan. I'm pretty sure priests are mostly support. Holy Radiance. Interdiction. Enemies. Or a monk, which is just punching. Buckler proficiency. Gain wounds from edge. Fists and feet have base damage, accuracy, and penetration. Increases permanently as they gain power level. Swift strikes. Monks are really cool too, but a priest could be super useful. Not sure what I want her to be. Door that's healing. I'm already kind of supported. Let's go monk. Dare's got a conversation for us. Wow. And then there were three.
The children of the Dawnstars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here. There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around. See if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
Zodi rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How did you know her?
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Adair looks askance at you. You can trust me, you know.
All right. We used to, you know. She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth if she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Classic. Zodi's face models bright red, and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. Sounds like a special woman.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Find someone who might know Adair's friend.
You watch over her, you hear? That's one of ours whose fate you've taken into your hands.
I will.
For God's sake, I don't need Nanny in Wanglith. I've reaped more with my 2 hands than you'll dream in a lifetime.
And you've pride in that?
Head shaking, she turns to you.
Do you see why she needs guarding? You must shield her light. Do not let her lose it or her life. Do you seek a blessing from the light?
We're looking for someone who came out this way years back.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Nekataka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
Well, that's helpful. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so those are her wounds. Power, 1 per encounter. Give yourself to refill half your expended resources or empower a spell or ability to grant a large power level boost.
Eh?
Oh, that's a thing. Can only be used on each character once per encounter and are restored on rest. I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a thing for everyone. Cool.
Yeah.
Wearing vestments of gone. Medium armor. Good. Got the sickle. Otis lantern. Shield. Maybe we should have had her as a priest.
Alright.
Oh well. The dear wooden captain, are you here to stay? Are they talking to me or Adair? He looks more like a captain. It'll take us over an hour to exit the city. Maybe we should go there? Well no, let's just leave. This is cool. I like the way that they've done the cities here so far, and I think it'll be cool once we get our ship going again. I'm really excited to see how the mechanics of that work. Oho Waro Woods. I don't know what that is. Known locations. The Ingwithan dig site is down there. Hilario's Rest. We'll likely have to go through the woods to get there. Look at our quests. Recommended companion. There, difficulty. I don't know what that means. Does that mean it's too difficult for us? Ura past Yopohowaro Woods. The Angwithan dig site. Well, I don't know where up there leads. It looks like we'll have to go through these to get to the dig site. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks, the sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Search the area. Oh, both of them are better at it than me. Let's send our newbie, Zodi, at it. Zodi makes sense of the chaos within moments. No blood splatter suggests it was not a fight, and your compatriot easily identifies the clawed prints of Zaribs. These tracks seem to be recent. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. Beyond, a group of road figures cringe and cower at a nearby river's bend, which is frozen in place, ashen and grey, like statues crafted of soot. Disarm the trap. Definitely him. Adair quietly disarms the trap and collects its components. Search for the Zaribs. You hear a series of quiet chirps and growls ahead, and you make out the movement of small forms in the undergrowth. Sneak closer to observe. You creep closer, parting the grass for a better view. A handful of Zaribs hiss and snap at one another, shaking their spears in their scaled fists. They stand over the apparent source of their argument, a small pile of loot likely stolen from the other travelers. Let's ambush them. Move forward, drawing your weapon. Ambush them into an attack here.
Wait, look there.
Yeah. I hear you. Get threshed!
You like that?
He the guy that should be flanking them always? Well, I guess it doesn't matter if he's flanking them as long as the enemy's flanked.
Leave it to
Oh, and Adair's leveled up as well. Give him one more mechanics. Oh no, well, maybe one more in stealth too. Keep the stealth of the party high. And we'll give him a streetwise. Or creates a small cloud of smoke that hides their presence for a short time. They become invisible and untargetable for 5 seconds. Dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see, blinding a target. Full attack, if successful, blinded for 15 seconds. Those both sound really good. And maybe 2-weapon style as well. Dirty fighting. 10% of hits converted to crits. If we get the backstab and he gets the smoke veil, then he can... Recovery time is 3.0. And he uses that, then he'll do a ton of damage with that. But there's also dirty fighting is just great. Weapon styles are great. So this is like the situational quick bursts of damage with his invisibility and sneak attacks. And 2-weapon style and dirty fighting is just kind of like generally, constantly doing lots of damage. I think I might go for both of those. Just want to see how good it is. Especially since we have the, got the AI, like, automatically on. And is she level 3 as well? Yeah, 3rd level monk. Different reputation. This is reputation. Disposition. Shady. Why am I shady? Disfavored by kind wave. Oh, so they're just things that, like, these are all the things I could be. And kind wayfarers are part of the group that I am with. They like he hates animal cruelty, he hates he despises the letting keep, appreciates kindness towards animals, towards followers of Aethys, appreciates joke and levity in life, darkest of circumstances, distrusts the letting keep. Additional anti-religious, believe the gods' religions serve a useful purpose for mortals, dislikes irreverence. Interesting. Oh, so okay, so she doesn't like religious people. Irresponsibility. Okay, so she likes when people are responsible. Doesn't like tactics. What's followers of Aethys? Lighthearted. Passionate person responds with interesting. It's really cool. This seems way more in depth than it was in the last game. Way more in depth than it was in the last game. I'm super excited to see it. Through and all of it out and what it's all like. But that will have to wait till the next time. We're coming to the end of this episode. This has been part 3 of the playthrough so far. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the video so far, and I will catch you in the next one.